I'm back! Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. Today is the brand Thursday. So I figured I'd do a good brand today, that expensive brand. Since it's my birthday, I figured I'd bring it out and splurge a little. My friend is coming to see me too, so hopefully I'll get some use out of it other than wearing a mask all day. And then, but at least I'll get to see her and hopefully, have a nice dinner tonight. I'm picking her up at the airport, and so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I had to clean my brushes. I totally forgot about it. So we're going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills today, and I am going to use their Nervina, ABH Nervina Collection palette, and I don't know if there's a volume on this or not, but anyway, I am going to look at those beautiful colors. I'm going to do more of a pinky shade color today because I want to wear my pink cardigan sweater thingy. Alright, what should we do for transition? I think I am going to do this B1 shade for transition. I haven't used this palette since I dropped it in the creek, and then I did when I was doing that video, and I dropped it into the creek, I did do another video on testing it afterwards to see if it was doing any good, and I have not used it since that video. I was not happy about that. Obviously, this is a very expensive palette, but I love my waterfall, and I wanted to do a video next to my waterfall, and a bee came and oops, I dropped it into the creek. Yeah, I probably won't do that again. But it looks like more of the glittery shades got a little bit ruined because I had to pack them down, but that's about, I think, it that got, otherwise. But they're still usable, I hope. I only tested it out, I think, one other time since the creek incident. So now I think I will use maybe this shade here. I honestly forgot about this palette until I was looking at some of my stuff, and I'm like, oh, some of the powders, my powder that I have for Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm like, oh, I do have some good stuff from them. And all of this is not because I paid for it, because this palette is $60. I guess I paid for it. I bought go to BoxyCharm and everything, but I got there was one month that it was it must have been Anastasia Beverly Hills that month, and so I got this palette. I got almost everything that I have that I'm going to use today from that 1 month subscription. There was a couple other random things later on, here and there. I think in the eyebrow and lips and some of the lipsticks and stuff that I got in separate ones. But for the most part, all of this came in 1 month, which I was so excited. That's why I was so excited for the Huda Beauty thing with Ipsy Glam Bag X or whatever. I haven't received mine yet because this last weekend when I was home, I didn't see it. But I'm really having to build this shade up. I hope it's not because I ruined all the formula. But anyway, I've seen some other videos of other people unboxing the Huda Beauty Glam Bag X, and you got one item from Huda Beauty. I was expecting a whole like just like BoxyCharm with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got like every product of Anastasia Beverly Hills that month. Okay, I'm gonna be bold today, and I'm gonna use this bright shade, which I usually don't go bright, but in the inner corner. But we're going to. Yeah, so I was a little disappointed, and then I looked at my box in the app. I try not to do that because I like to be surprised. And yeah, I pick out like my items, but I try not to look at like the surprise items. But I went and looked at it, and I think I got a lip gloss from Huda Beauty, and I think that was it. I can't remember. But so I was kind of disappointed. I was so excited for a few months whenever they like announced it, and then you got like one product. All right, I'm gonna go in with this glittery shade. Hopefully it's not. This is the shade I want to be careful with. Yeah, I thought it would be cool to do a video but next to my waterfall that I love so much, and because I love waterfalls. It's my favorite thing ever. Well, the ocean's my favorite, but we compromised with being getting a property with a waterfall, because that's my next favorite thing is waterfalls. So I got my waterfall. It's not a big one, but if you want to watch that video, it's in. I did do a video. That shimmery shade is still really pigmented. I tried to wipe it off, and it's like, so it must be pretty good. Okay, now I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Pen, but I've been using this as an eyeliner because it was too dark for my brows, so I'm going to just go in with it. Yeah, it works really good as an eyeliner too, even though it's supposed to be for your brows. Trying to get a good wing here. Alright, I went ahead and did my wing with this because it's a little easier, because I need to make it thicker because I have hooded eyes. So I went ahead and did that. Alright, I finished my face. I didn't have anything from Anastasia Beverly Hills there, but I did use my high-end products like my Laura Mercier primer, my Too Faced foundation, but then I did use my e.l.f. concealer, and then I used for bronzer, I used this Trustique bronzer, and then for the cheek gloss, I just used the Cream Cheek, from the Cream Shop, and for highlighter, I used the Il Mascara liquid highlighter for all that, and then I used my Coty Airspun for my face, but I have the Anastasia translucent powder that I'm going to do for my T-zone. Yeah, all my expensive stuff comes from my subscriptions. The only thing that I have bought that's, I don't know if it's really considered high-end or not, because it's considered high-end for me, but I got it from Ulta, and I have bought Too Faced, all the Too Faced stuff. and Makeup Revolution, which I don't know if that's really considered high-end. That's probably drugstore. And the only reason I bought all that stuff is because it was scented. And then I bought a couple of Morphe products because of this. They came out with that Cherry Coke collection and stuff, so I had to buy it because of that. But other than that, I go to Walmart for my purchases if I have to purchase something. I'm just too cheap. So that's why I love doing my subscriptions, because I do get high-end products, and I pay like $30 a month for the box, which isn't bad. I would go to Walmart and probably buy a foundation for that. Well, maybe I'd buy a little, you get a little more than that for $30, but at Walmart. I'm just using my favorite scented Physician Formula bronzer, the donut. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite out of all of them. Ugh, to die for. I just love this bronzer, and the scent is so good, and it looks good on my skin too. It's not just because of the scent. Okay, I'm just using the Morphe Cherry Coke blush. I like the color of this, and of course, you can kind of still smell it, but not much. Now I am going to go in with the Anastasia loose highlighter. Okay, and just dab a little bit. Ooh, I forgot how pigmented and glowing that is. I think I've only used this once too. I think I've only used all of this like once during a try-on video, and then I used the palette a couple times, and that's it, because I like to save my high-end stuff for certain special occasions or whatever, because yeah, it's expensive. All right, let's do our lower eyes, and I'm gonna go in with this like the transition shade that we kind of used, and put this under our eyes. I don't know, is this too pink? Maybe I should have done pink. All right, let's go in with a little bit of purple just to kind of okay. I think I might go in with this purpley shade from my it's a purple shimmer, but it's really light, so hopefully it'll look okay with the pink. Do my eyebrow bone. Okay, I went ahead and used this Marc Jacobs mascara. I've only used it I think once, so I figured might as well try it before it dries out completely, because it's been a while. But it did start clumping, and I'm bad at my lower eyelashes, and I did get some on there on my eyes, so I'll fix that after it dries a little bit. But let's go ahead and do my inner corners of my eyes now with the purpley shade. The purpley shimmer shade, one I used on top. And I will have to fix that. Now I have this little tiny sample that I got in my Ipsy of the Anastasia Brow. So I'm just going to kind of put that in. One thing about the samples is Now the Ipsy, the bag, the regular bag, it's only like $13, so you can't complain with the samples. But the problem with the samples is you get these small little tiny things that's hard to work with. Alright, I'm just gonna use the Anastasia Brow Definer to kind of fill the rest in from whatever. Actually, that filled them in pretty good without even going back in with this. So I might not need to do much with this, with the pen. Yeah, it pretty much, tint actually did pretty good. So now, if I just take this and kind of rub that mascara off. Alright, let's go in with the Dominique lip liner. That was much better. Usually I go in with this MKNK lip liner. That doesn't work at all, but I've been trying to use it up. That lip liner, so much better. And then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick, or matte lipstick that I got. Actually, I just got this, and it's in the shade Vintage. It says it's a lip gloss, but we'll see. So far, I like it. It's not matting. It's not like drying down too bad. Alright, this is the final look. Now, last but not least, I'm going to use the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray. I don't need any more dew, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, let this sit for a second. So yeah, that highlighter was really glowing, but yeah, I still like it. I just forgot, like, you need to just very little for it. But this is the final look. Now this is the final look. I got my pink cardigan on. But I was going to wear my hair down and straighten it last night, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. So this is how it's going to be. Plus, you know, it's kind of nice to wear my hair up it's going to be a long day. I mean, I wear my hair up almost every day, but it would have been nice to wear it down, but my hair gets frizzy. It's going to be a long day. I get off of work about 5, and then I have to rush to the airport to get my friend, and then and that's like an hour and a half drive. And then as soon as we get her, we're going to go out for dinner and then have an hour and a half drive back. So it's going to be a really long day. I'm keeping my hair up today. So thank you for watching my video. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel if you're new, and hit that little bell so you're notified of future uploads. And I'm excited for today. Wish I was home with my husband celebrating, especially since I didn't get to celebrate because of the accident. But you know what? Thanksgiving's next week. It's his birthday, and it's Thanksgiving. We'll have a nice dinner next week. So I'm excited about that. Have a great day, and see you next time. Bye!